Hey, welcome back to another episode on CypherCraft. And boy, does this feel really weird. I have not recorded an episode in a long time. I don't remember how, but yeah, we're just gonna push through it. But yeah, welcome back. And if you're new to the channel, hi, welcome. You're beautiful. But real quick before we start the video, I have been making videos for a few months and we are almost at 100 subscribers. That's really exciting. However, I have noticed that I have changed. I have, especially with Origins, if you did watch that series that took about 800, 900 hours to put it all together with the editing and the storytelling and the building, it was a lot of work. And I felt super pressured to do a video every single week, even though no one is stressing me to do this. I am just doing that to myself because that's the algorithm. So going forward, yeah, I'm not going to be focusing on the algorithm anymore because, yeah, that just causes so much stress and that really takes the passion out of it for me personally. So yeah, I'm just going to continue to do my thing kind of under the rug, and yeah, we're just going to see what happens. So if you do watch my videos and you do enjoy them and you are not yet subscribed, then please consider doing so, just so that you will be updated whenever I make an upload, because when I start posting irregularly, the algorithm's not going to be pushing my video at all. But that being said, thank you so much for listening. Let's get into the video. And by the way, look how cute these are! So a wandering trader came by and he was selling mini blocks. And this is the red mushroom, and I put it on a flower pot with a bamboo. And it looks so cute. It looks like the little mushroom from Mario, from Super Mario Bros. And it's really cool. I also have a large one up here, but because the plant doesn't grow in the middle of the block, it looks a little weird. And yeah, but we have about 8 of them sprinkled around, but I really hope that another guy comes around and is selling these because these look so cool and I want to put them everywhere. But yeah, I have been busy. I'm going to admit I did a lot of building off camera. And yeah, we have some substantial updates. Now, on one hand, I feel kind of bad that I didn't record any of it, but at the same time, it felt really good just to be able to log on, play some Minecraft, to just goof around, do some resource gathering, build some without having to think about recording, without having to be organized and worrying that OBS was going to completely crash my PC and I would lose all the footage. And yeah, so I just came on here for a couple weeks and been doing small things here and there. But this is our automation board. This is all the farms that we want to automate. And yeah, as you can see, I finally made all the item frames invisible, so now we can clearly see which lights are on and which ones are off. But I just came in here and I leveled out the ground. I filled it in because we have a huge crater underneath. And yeah, just made it look a little bit nicer. And also, if this building looks familiar to anyone, right before Origins, we did have an episode where Erik was teaching me his language, which, yeah, turned out to be very, very helpful. And yeah, this was just built for a bit, but honestly, I've fallen in love with this build and I don't want to get rid of it, so it's now officially part of our world. But yeah, I just went ahead and I spruced up the exterior. I didn't want to make a exterior wall, like another block, because that would have been too much, too bulky. So I just went ahead and just used trapdoors. This is the same color combination that we have in our starter base as well as in the mud shack. And yeah, I think it looks really cool. It looks very bright and very warm. We also have these trellises coming overhead with a lot of plants growing down. And look at this. We have little benches, which looks so cool. I did steal this from B-Dubs because the inspiration is unlimited from him. But I did go ahead and make them a little bit bigger just by using string. And this is with our data pack. It makes the moss drip down a little bit. That's why it looks like this. But yeah, it looks really cool, these little plant tables. Unfortunately, if we want to place anything on top of them, we can't have the moss, so it looks a little weird. But yeah, regardless, I think it looks really cool. And then we also have some bees in the back for movement. However, most of them are dead. Bee pathfinding is horrendous. They keep flying away, getting struck by lightning, all kinds of weird stuff. I think we have one left. I'm not sure, maybe I'll replace them from some of the bees in the sanctuary, but I think they're just going to continue to fly off, so yeah, we'll see what happens. But yeah, then I went ahead and I added this staircase right up the middle, and since we're going for a fantasy, medieval kind of nature-rich, pedicured thing, whatever to call this, with gardens kind of cascading down the mountain, I wanted to continue that theme on top of the classroom. So we just have a beautiful flower garden with some lilies. Wait, what are these? Lilacs. I wasn't even close. Some of the pitcher plods, and then some solar panels, just like we have up on the silo. And overall, this is probably one of my favorite builds in our base so far, and I think Erik is really gonna like it. But yeah, I also went through and I just cleaned up a little bit. For example, we also added this access way, so now we can access the redstone for the sheep farm, which is really cool. We still need to clean this place up and make it look a little bit nicer, but yeah, we can do that later. But I also went ahead and I knocked out this wall, because yeah, right here is the sugarcane farm. However, we can go down pretty much limitlessly. And yeah, we can put something cool down here. I'm not entirely sure what though, so if you do have any ideas or suggestions, please let me know. But I was thinking it would be really cool if we have these little poke holes throughout the facades, and then we have like hidden pathways and passageways and sewers and secret rooms and labyrinths and stuff. It could be fun, I'm not sure, but yeah. However, that's not all I've done. I've also done this. Like I said, your local raccoon has been busy. But yeah, this is spawn. This is the world spawn. So this is 0, 0 right here where this dirt block is. And it was just really annoying. Every time I died, which happens a lot, it's quite embarrassing. But it was just really annoying spawning down there, then having to parkour up to the side of the mountain. I'm also way too lazy to light this place up, so if I die, then I'm being attacked by mobs, and it just wasn't nice. And also, if I have anyone on the server, I just want them to have a nice place to actually spawn. I'm saying that as if I have friends. I don't. This is, yeah, really just for me. But yeah, I think the view is absolutely beautiful. We have the Shadowwood Grove over here. Then we have the valley, which we're still going to need to work on. The bamboo gardens, which are still going to kind of do rolling hill style and kind of come down here to about here maybe. And yeah, overall, I think this is just really, really beautiful. And then yeah, I also added the red torches because I don't know why, I just think of retro Minecraft whenever I see redstone torches, like back in the old days and stuff. So yeah, I just wanted to throw these guys up as well. Now this dirt is going to be replaced with a beacon eventually, with maybe regen, maybe speed, I'm not entirely sure. I did do some grinding and got some wither skulls, however, I haven't done the boss yet. So maybe we will do that later in today's episode. But yeah, on the other side of the spawn platform, then I also made this. I didn't want it to be too tall, because yeah, I don't want to block out the view, but we do have a beautiful map, which is labeled, and this took a little bit of time, but yeah, we can see everything that we've made thus far, and it looks so cool. Like, our starter base has really expanded. We do have our hallway of maps over by the nether portal, but this one will always be updated to how it looks right now. And then we also have a book here. We can write something in here. I'm not entirely sure what. Maybe we can write down the lore of this place. But yeah, this is a work in progress, but I really like the direction it's taking. And yeah, and then we also have this. Because I kept forgetting to breed up the cows, so I constantly was running out of food and then had to resort to bread, like a peasant. So I went ahead and I built a chicken farm. Yeah, the feathers come down here and the chicken in here. So right under here, in spawn chunks, I built a very simple, old-fashioned chicken farm. And so it's pretty slow, but it's going to slowly be trickling in on here, because it's in spawn chunks, it's always going to be running. And then, yeah, we don't have to worry about food. And if anyone comes on, then yeah, they will also have food. But like I said, I don't actually have friends. The only person that might come on is Nightcat, but he only shows up through Shice houses for whatever reason. I guess he's just special. I should probably build him a special Shice house like right over here. But yeah, anyway. Lastly, I also went ahead and I just dug down this mountain just to see how much space we're working with. And yeah, we actually have a lot. I do have plans for this right here. But for the rest, I'm not sure. I was thinking, because it's right next to spawn and we have a beautiful view, maybe we could do some kind of cafe or library, maybe a little bit of a park with like a water fountain or something. But I'm not entirely sure. So if you do have any ideas, please feel free to leave them down in the comments below. And also, I went ahead and I removed the power core and went ahead and sealed this up. Because, well, I mean, if you know, you know. And that's what you do when you have an interdimensional and genocidal celestial exterminator whose spirit is haunting an ancient robot built by the ancient builders. You sweep it under the rug and pretend it doesn't exist, and the problem will just go away. Right? Right. But I want to go ahead and divert our attention to today's project, which is over here by the Citadel of old. And if you guys remember, right before Origins, we were working on this. If you are new to the channel and you don't know what this is the Citadel of old. It's basically our museum in our world. So real quick, the lore of this place is it's basically an ancient temple that is buried underneath Bonjour Mountain. You can't actually see it. Wait, it's over here. Bonjour Mountain. And yeah, we have renovated it into a museum where we're going to have a bunch of our stuff. A lot of it are rare items in the game, but also other stuff, like for example, all the pottery shards, all the smithing templates and stuff like that. We'll also have an exhibit for all the minerals and stuff, which I think is cool, but also a lot of stuff that has a lot of significance to us or our world. So a lot of lore-based stuff. I mean, yeah, over here is everything with Micah, which, yeah, I'm interested to see how that's gonna turn out. And maybe we can also do an exhibit for Origins, because, yeah, a lot of shit went down. However, I've been very anxious to start building because, yeah, interiors are not my strong suit. And this turned out really, really cool, and now I feel even more pressure to make the interior even cooler. But yeah, if we come up here, oh yeah, right, we need to take out the sterile booties because we don't want to bring any contaminants into the museum. So we can just go ahead and throw these guys on. And the door will open, thank you. And yeah, we have not done anything. We cleared it out a little bit, so now we have some space to kind of plan things out. However, I have no idea. I mean, we could have 2 floors maybe, or 3 floors, but I don't really want to fill up this view because I think that looks cool. But yeah, I guess what we can do is just start placing down blocks. Now the stress is gone, and then yeah, we can figure out what to do from there. So yeah, let me go ahead and gather up some materials and let's get building. And just like that, and we are like 0.01% finished, but at least we have a start now. Bonjour. But yeah, I did do some changes with the redstone, so now if we come up here, we can take a pair of sterile booties, and then we can go ahead and put them on. And we have about 6 or 7 different colors and stuff, so they're gonna automatically alternate. But yeah, then we're greeted with the main chamber, and I think this looks really cool. I thought that might be too much with the bricks and stuff, but I think it's a good start. We can come back in and do small little details here and there, but yeah, I think this looks really cool. We are also sacrificing a little bit of space, but I think seeing the dome is definitely worth it, and I think it looks really cool. Maybe we can put something up there, maybe, yeah, something encased in glass or something, but yeah, overall, I'm pretty happy with the way it turned out. So we're going to have this main hallway, main chamber, whatever you want to call it, and this is going to be the directory, so we can look through the books, see which exhibits are in which hallway. We can put a banner up in each of these to kind of signify, you know, which way they are. Yeah, we don't have that much space going this way and this way. However, we have the entire mountain in this direction, so we can kind of try to figure out and plan out how the exhibits are going to look. But yeah, I also want to get a villager in here. We have some honey, so he can't jump out, and yeah, that'll be a cool little detail. But yeah, over here we then have the elevator going up, so we just have the simple honey elevator. And then we are up on this floor. We don't have that much space. We do have a beautiful view. We still have to put in a lot of lecterns. I've just been too lazy to craft them. But yeah, there's not as much space up here. Again, we sacrifice a lot of space so we can get this cool view. But we can maybe put a small standalone items or artifacts up on the wall. And on both sides, we have these wings, which go over into this building. Again, I'm not sure what we can put in here, but we can go into the mountain as much as we want. Yeah, we also have the berry bush with the carpet, so mobs can't pathfind over, so hopefully we will be somewhat safe when we're in here and the exhibits won't get blown up by a creeper. And then, yeah, this way we can also go limitlessly into the mountain, so maybe we can put another exhibit hall up here. Then in all of the corners we can also go up these elevators. And we are up at the last level. Again, we have really no space whatsoever for exhibits. But yeah, this is kind of like a lookout chamber. Maybe we can put something in the middle here. Yeah, not sure. But we could potentially also put an exhibit back here, because this also leads directly into Bonjour Mountain. And of course, then we can go back down, or we can just whoop, boop. But yeah, overall, I'm really happy with the way that this turned out. I think this is a really good start. I'm going to need to think about how we're going to continue with the hallways and stuff, because that's probably going to take a little bit of planning. I think just throwing down random blocks and stuff is not going to help us in the long run. So I think we need to kind of organize this first. But yeah, when we then want to leave, we can just go ahead and throw our booties back in the drop-off. So we can just boop and boop. And then the door will open. And then we can leave. So yeah, like I said, I'm pretty happy with the start that we did on this. However, I want to take a break from building, and I want to do something fun and adventurous. And by the way, I have done a little bit more work over here. I brought in the wheat fields just to kind of, yeah, drape them over the rocks and stuff, and I think that looks pretty cool. I still need to do a little bit of tweaking and stuff just to make it look a little bit better, but yeah, I really like this look. And I also went ahead and I added the origins map, which looks pretty cool up here. Maybe we can go back and label everything, like the statue of Valiron and yeah, all the other landmarks and stuff. But I think that's a cool little homage, and then we can go ahead and write up something in this book, kind of the lore behind it and what we learned. There's still a lot of loose ends concerning that, but right now I'm just kind of wanting to kick back and just relax a little bit, because that was pretty hectic. Also, our chicken farm is doing really good. It might be a little bit too fast. I went ahead and I added a second chamber to it. But yeah, it might be going too much. I did go ahead and, oh yeah, by the way, spoilers. I kind of got carried away again off camera, but I'll show that off in the next episode. But I did go ahead and I just added a shutoff switch, so we don't, accumulate a bunch of stuff just sitting on top of hoppers and stuff and lag out the world, I mean. So we just have a subtractor right here, so whenever this hopper starts to get full, it's going to activate this redstone line, which is going to spit out a bucket of lava. So everything that's coming up from the farm is just going to get burned, and then we don't have to deal with, items backing up and stuff. However, like I said in the beginning of the episode, I want to go ahead and exchange this block for a beacon. And that's exactly what we're going to be doing. I already gathered up some wither skulls, and so now it's time to go back underground and try to defeat the wither again, because the first time definitely was not problematic, and we definitely did not die several times. But hopefully it's gonna be a little bit better this time.
It was at this moment he knew. He fucked up.
And just like that, we got ourselves a beacon, and we didn't even die once. We died 3 times. Yeah, I think we should probably take some time and get some better netherite armor, I think, for the boss fights, because I like this armor, I love the look of chainmail, but this is just not working. But regardless, we got the beacon, so let's go ahead and replace this, and we can just boop. And yes, I did it right. Also, it looks like my advancements are reset again. But let's go ahead and give ourselves, I think, regen? Let's give ourselves some resistance. Alright. Nice. Oh, that looks so cool. So now whenever people spawn, they're going to spawn right in the beacon beam. And yeah, nice. So that being said, I know that the new 1 point next update is out with the creaking. It's been out for a while now. I think it's called the Weeping Gardens or the something pale or pale something. I'm not really sure. I have not updated to that version just yet. I'm not entirely sure when I will. To be honest, I mean, yeah, for those who know, I've been away for a couple months and there's already a huge update. I also haven't fully experienced and yeah, played with the last update with the trial chambers, and it feels like you take just a couple months off and the game has so many new updates. I have no idea what's going on, and now I feel completely lost. But yeah, I will eventually switch to that version. I will eventually update, because there are some cool blocks that I've heard of and stuff. However, yeah, I'm just not ready to do that. So I want to go ahead. I'm going to go back to the trial chambers just to explore that a little bit more, play around with that a little bit more before I update to the new version. And who knows, there's probably going to be like 20 new versions by the end of next month. But that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. I really do hope that you enjoyed it. It's so good to be back. And yeah, I'm really excited to see what you guys think of the progress we've made. There are a lot of big plans coming up for this area, and I'm really, really excited to get them started with. I have no idea what to start with. I want to start with everything. There's so many different things I want to do, but yeah, we can kind of just kick back, relax, and take it slow while having fun. But I hope you guys have a beautiful rest of your day. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Take care.